Just wondering, could you play Bon and Walker up top and just let Parallon go walk about?
He could.
Where he likes.
He does enjoy the space, we've seen that.
He does. If he can pick it up in space and get a chance to run at people, he's starting out on the left at the moment, and you just got to follow that.
And we are underway. Southend United versus Braintree Town at Roots Hall in the English Football League Pyramid for the first time. And very early on, Ben Goodliff has been called up. He went in to side away a clearance outside the penalty area. Tom Blackwell coming in to try and win it, and the referee has said that Blackwell got there first and Goodliff too heavy coming in for the challenge. It might be a free kick, and he's already going to his pocket here as well, the referee. What do you make of that, Paul?
It was the follow through from Goodliff. He cleared it, he got there first, he played the ball and he cleared it, but then he followed through and got Blackwell after the ball had gone.
With Alan Judge in the middle, Lisby on the left, and John Akinde up top. 4 goals in his last 5 games, 3 of them penalties for John Akinde, but it's Alan Judge standing over this free kick, and it looks like he's lining this up to shoot. A 3-man wall in front of him as Alan Judge steps up, right-footed, aims for the corner, and that requires a diving save from Nick Hayes to make sure it doesn't fly into the top left corner. Lisby tries to keep it, but he comes off Scott Morris in a corner kick. That would have been a sensational start for Braintree.
You know that John Akinde is going to be a big target for them every time they pick it up at the back.
No goals here at Roots Hall, but it's been a lively start as Leon Parallon drives down the left wing for Southend into the penalty area to keep backing up, puts it across. Walker for Bon! Saved with a dive, is saved by Henry Gray. Comes to Coker, still alive for Southend. Scott Morris to Morton! Off Judge, still falls to Parallon. Third time's a charm! No, just to the left of goal. Henry Gray might well have had it covered, but all of a sudden, like Braintree bearing down, Southend looking smooth as they create 3 chances but can't put them away. Still so many new arrivals. So chops and changes. Settle now. Blackwell fizzing it across for Akinde, gets the header down. It takes a bounce before Bon has to clear it away. But Judge attempting their karate kick volley, but it bounces off a Blues defender, and Parallon able to clear. To Bon, who is again on that left wing. Brings on Parallon. There's lots of space for Scott Morris on the right if Parallon can get his head up, but he's still driving towards the penalty area. Manages to turn away and get a shot. Aimed towards that bottom left corner, but Gray had his eye on it, and it was very sharp and was able to get down and save.
Miranda had a little nibble at Gus Scott Morris there. Boy, did he turn and bite back, and the referee just had a word with Gus Scott Morris.
Ball is nudged forward on this left wing. Parallon first time looking for Bon, he's slipped behind him, and Clampin has to clear away. Long ball played from Nathan Ralph down the left wing. Parallon had the pace. Southend win it back inside their own half, but move it away. Judge to Clampin as Braintree tried to advance down the left. Nudged it to Lisby, gets the turn on Taylor, tries to get the shot, takes the deflection. Blackwell tries to volley in as he comes from the right side, but makes a hash of it, and it falls to Hayes, and all of a sudden Southend United on the counter as Alice is back involved. Parallon can spread it to Scott Morris, tries to cut in, but can't get it. It's just saying the shape of Braintree. But of course, if you do that, you bring it back from the right, drive towards the left. That's what Walker's trying to do now. He's got through the tackle of France, he's got found some space into the drive in the penalty area left side, cuts inside Langston, gets a shot away, comes off of Gray, can't quite get the save, and Langston has to hook away to clear it out. He's with this corner kick, which will swing away from the goal. And towards Lisby, but takes the deflection off Bon and loops away from right to left. Robinson following it up for Braintree. Crosses it in, looking for Akinde. There's an offside flag goes up. Akinde looks over. No celebrations, offside. Shot was wide anyway, so a free kick for Southend. Still nil. As Scott Morris looks to launch it forward, it was straight into the gloves of Gray. I suspect that will be the last act, and it is, as the referee blows his whistle. Well, no goals on the scoreboard, and the raucous atmosphere we have with the teams coming out. The atmosphere somewhat quietened here at Roots Hall, following Braintree's stout, solid, strong and at times attacking performance to keep Southend at bay. Bounce out. No, Hussein able to keep it in. Takes a bit of fizz off it. It'll fall to Scott Morris. First time shot. What a save that is from Henry Gray. Scott Morris able to get it out of his feet. Right corner of the penalty area. Fizzing towards that top right to the goal. And Henry Gray had to get a big glove to push it over the crossbar. And it's another corner kick, Paul Clark. Great start for Southend. Taking on Clampin. Parallon has drifted to the right side. More licence to move. Now he's into the penalty area. Got past 1, past 2. Shooting. Takes a deflection. And comes off the post and bounces out of the penalty area. Extraordinary stuff.
And you're not easy to mark if you're just going to do that. Stand on the penalty spot and say, well, hit me.
Well, might find its way to Kyrell Lisby of Braintree. Space on this left wing. Forward to him. It was moving forward, can't quite get the pass Gray, but Blackwell trying, takes the clearance off the line, still alive for Braintree, can they find a way through? No, Hayes able to land on it, but that was messy from Southend. Room for Lisby on the left wing, tried the shot first time, Hayes couldn't hold it, almost fell to Blackwell, Gunner should nudge it forward, Ralph on the line to clear it away. Blackwell whips a cross in from the right, comes off the boot of Taylor, then you find a Kinde, able to get it across, looking for Lisby. Now Goodliff left a leg in, and Lisby had already climbed over, and the ball had already gone off Goodliff's leg.
Claiming a penalty.
Lisby jumped over it.
Yeah, Lisby claiming the penalty. He did get the first touch. I think the touch from Lisby was too heavy, but he did take it past. I think it was Goodliff's.
Immediately gone up as the most advanced. Langston's got his hands all over the substitute. Free kick given, and Morton wants to take it quickly. Parallon finding Bridge. He's coming down the left side of Pell's box. Whips it across! Nobody at the far post. Charlie Kendall just a step behind. It was a sweeping Southend move. Excellent ball from Bridge into the 6-yard box. Taylor into Hussein. Launches it forward. Then go ahead of Scott Morris. Now Hopper's gone down off the ball. Scott Morris shooting. I mean, all eyes were really on Tom Hopper, who'd gone down in the penalty area. No challenge from Akinde. Down again. Wave of tension.
He's got nervous
around us. Yeah. As Braintree come forward through Blackwell, trying to thread it through. There's a chance for Cooper. He loses his composure and he fires it over the crossbar. Lisby had managed to find him with a bobbling ball into the penalty area in front of those Braintree fans. Cooper couldn't take the chance, and it's still 0-0. Essex League derby at Roots Hall between Southend and Braintree. Ball into Kendall, edge of the penalty area, shooting from distance, and Gray able to get out. He sprinted out of his box to yell at Cairo Lisby, but not defending there. And the Ipswich loanee has pushed that shot out to his left. It's a corner kick for Southend, and that's got the fans chanting again. Tried to head it into the penalty area, and it's cleared away. He wanted to, Kevin Mayer pointed to his chest saying he should have done that, but now Cooper has taken it off Miley. Lisby in front with the Hayes in an offside position, despite Lisby trying to threaten Hayes, who saved the shot anyway. The offside flag has gone up of the game. No goals on the board. Miley tries to launch a ball, but Lisby manages to get a place on it. And now Braintree over Robinson, who can get through. And Lisby's going to get there ahead of Goodliff. He's gone down, Lisby. He says to Goodliff, caught him. The referee's not having a look at that one. Everyone furious in the Braintree fans. Southend fans responding to Pitt, remonstrating. So many angry words being thrown about at Roots Hall. Goodliff will win the header. Robinson puts it forward, and that is the last act. As boos ring round Roots Hall, it's the Braintree fans that are applauding their team. What from their side, it's been a strong performance, a courageous performance. The Southend with players forlorn across the pitch, on their haunches. More a frustration rather than giving everything.